Hyperliquid's token price jumped more than 20% in a single day, reaching roughly $47 and adding about $2 billion to its market capitalization. The surge brought Hype to its highest level since October, pushing it into the top 10 largest altcoins by market cap. This movement was largely driven by a major development from Coinbase, which announced it will become the official treasury deployer for USDC on Hyperliquid under the network's aligned quote-asset framework. This integration effectively phases out the native USDH stablecoin issued by native markets and shifts reserve yields from USDC supply back into Hyperliquid's ecosystem, primarily through token buybacks of Hype. The move is significant because it signals broader institutional adoption and could strengthen Hyperliquid's position in the decentralized finance space. At the same time, new products are entering the market. 21Shares launched its THYP exchange-traded fund with $1.8 million in first-day volume, marking the first U.S. ETF to track Hype. Bitwise followed with its BHYP product on the NYSE, introducing in-house staking for Hyperliquid. These developments are notable because they open new avenues for institutional and retail investors to gain exposure to Hype, potentially increasing liquidity and demand for the token. The broader regulatory environment is also shifting. The Senate. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Banking Committee voted 15-9 to advance the Clarity Act, a piece of legislation that could provide clearer regulatory guidelines for the crypto industry. This development adds tailwinds to the broader crypto market and may have contributed to the recent Hype price rally. However, not all analysts are bullish. Ali Martinez pointed to a TD sequential sell signal that previously captured Hype's rebound from $22 to $44 over several months. Martinez now sees the same indicator signaling potential profit-taking, with downside targets of $36 or $33. Crypto Patel offered a similar view, noting $33 as the first meaningful reaction zone, with deeper liquidity sitting near $30 and $27. Patel emphasized that a break above $50 would invalidate the bearish setup currently in place. GA Crypto estimated a 20% chance that Hype could clear the $59 all-time high reached earlier in the year. This suggests that while the current rally is strong, the path to a new high remains uncertain and could face resistance at key levels. The market is closely watching whether Hype can maintain its upward momentum or if profit-taking will lead to a pullback. The Coinbase integration is particularly noteworthy because it gives the exchange the right to acquire USDH brand assets. This could lead to a rebranding or consolidation within the Hyperliquid ecosystem and may impact the value proposition of USDH holders. The integration also directs most reserve yields from USDC supply back into Hyperliquid's ecosystem, primarily through buybacks of Hype. This mechanism could help stabilize the token's price and support long-term growth. The ETF launches are also significant because they introduce new liquidity sources and institutional interest into the Hype market. Exchange-traded funds typically attract a different type of investor compared to traditional crypto trading, potentially broadening the token's appeal and usage. The Clarity Act's progress in the Senate Banking Committee is another key factor. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. While it is still in the early stages of the legislative process, a favorable outcome could reduce regulatory uncertainty and encourage more institutional adoption of crypto assets. This could benefit Hyperliquid and other projects in the space. In summary, Hyperliquid's recent price surge is driven by a combination of institutional integration, new product launches, and regulatory developments. However, analysts are flagging potential sell signals and price targets that could influence the token's future movement. The next key signal to watch is whether Hype can break above $50 and sustain that level, which would indicate a stronger bullish case and invalidate current bearish indicators.